Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, December 21st marks the date of the rematch of the highly anticipated super welterweight 154-pound WBC world title showdown and rematch between Tony Harrison and Jermell Charlo. Can't wait for this fight. Jermell Charlo recently did an interview in which he discussed the game plan for Tony Harrison. He stated that, the game plan is to put a lot of pressure on Tony Harrison, be patient, but look for the knockout. He said the first fight, he wasn't too patient and he wasn't, accurate as he wanted to be. He said this time around, he's going to be patient. He's going to get Tony Harrison out of there. He absolutely cannot wait and allow the judges to dictate how the outcome of this fight is going to be. He says that he has to be the one to dictate the outcome of this fight. So he plans to knock Tony Harrison out. He says, and if he can't knock Tony Harrison out, he says he will be very, very beat up and battered over 12 rounds, and he possibly could be injured after the 12th round. He says because he's not coming to play and he's not coming to leave it in the hands of the judges because he saw the outcome in the first fight in which he felt like he truly, truly won the first fight. And he felt like the judges did him a disservice and took it away from him. So he absolutely has the mindset that he cannot leave it up into the judges' hands. He feels like Tony Harrison is not on his level, and he plans to show such, right? My thing is this, if you're looking, I felt that he was looking for the knockout in the first fight, which hindered him to begin with in the first fight. If he would have just been focused and just outboxed Tony Harrison, just box his way to a knockout. I think that's what he's alluding to when he says that, he's going to be patient. He's going to let it come to him, but he's definitely looking for the knockout. I think that's his game plan needs to be just to outbox Tony Harrison. I think that too many times in the first fight, too often, I felt like he was getting a little overzealous. He was a little stiff and looking for the knockout, which allowed Tony Harrison to land big, clean punches, which the judge saw, and the judge ruled that to be the favor, and Tony Harrison got the victory. So I personally thought that Jermell Charlo won the first fight, it was a very, very close fight, but I think that in the rematch, I think that Jermell Charlo definitely needs to be very, very patient and let, the knockout come. He has the boxing ability, he has the skill set, that to do what it takes to outbox Tony Harrison and let the knockout come to him. If he tries to force the knockout and push for the knockout, then I think that, Tony Harrison, having been in the ring with him, having gotten experience, and Tony Harrison is going into this fight with a ton of confidence, and feeling like, he has what it takes to beat Jermell Charlo. Not saying he didn't feel that way the first go round, but definitely the second go round, he's going to feel, on top of the world. He's feeling like he already feels like he's gotten under Jermell Charlo's skin. He feels like, he bothered him. And most people feel like Jermell and Jermell Charlo don't fight at their best when they fight emotional, so they have to take emotion out of it. So I think that Jermell Charlo is definitely the better boxer, but Tony Harrison showed that he can make it a very, very close fight. He showed that he belongs in the ring with Jermell Charlo, and he showed that he has boxing skills. He was winning the fight against Jarrett Hurd, but Jarrett Hurd ended up stopping him, but Tony Harrison has a high skill set. He has a high ring IQ, and he could box, so I think that and he's a good counter puncher. So I think that Jermell Charlo needs to be patient. Don't go in the mindset emotional. Don't go in the ring emotional. Don't go in the ring feeling like the judges are against you, because then, that's when, you fight emotional, you make mistakes, and a guy like Tony Harrison will capitalize on his mistakes. He said that in his last fight, that's what showed, his ability, when he's focused and he's locked in, that's what Tony Harrison is going to get, but, his last opponent, is not Tony Harrison. We can't confuse his last opponent with Tony Harrison, because His last opponent didn't have the ring IQ of a Tony Harrison, didn't have the skill set of a Tony Harrison, you know, doesn't have the movement of a Tony Harrison, right? So, you know, you can't fall into the trap of feeling like, you know, my last fight with Jorge Cota, you know, showed what I really and truly could do, because we already know what Jermell Charlo truly could do, and we already know what his skill set possessed, right? So, you know, I think that he just has to be patient, let the knockout come to him if it does come to him, but just work his jab, stay behind his jab, loosen up, you know, don't get overzealous with the power punches, don't get, you know, don't fall in love with the power and the power punches and looking to knock out Tony Harrison, because that's when it could work against you. You know, Tony Harrison is like I stated, he has a high ring IQ. He's only lost 2 fights, that being the Swift Jarrett Hurd, in a fight I thought he was winning until he got stopped. And the fight with Willie Nelson, again, he was winning until he got stopped. So I think that that's what Jermell Charlo sees, and he feels like, listen, I'm going to stop him this go round. So I can't wait for this fight, December 21st. You know, it's going to go down, man. I absolutely cannot wait for this fight, man. This is going to be a barn burner, man. This is going to be an exciting fight. You know, this is going to be, you know, the sport of boxing is at an all-time high, man. It truly is, man. So I truly can't wait for this fight to come to fruition, and fight night. And I will be present December 21st for this fight. Can't wait, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace. If you haven't purchased your Focus Ball, go purchase your Focus Ball at thefocusball.com. Perfect for hand-eye coordination, perfect for accuracy in combat sports. Use the promo code Blue Blood Sports TV and get 10% off.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the